So hi guys, I'm Sep and welcome back to my channel. So we have watched the episode 3 and 4 of Lord of Mysteries, but we did not watch the extras, so we are watching the extras right now. So here it is, it's Old Nile's Mysticism class as usual. Lord of Mysteries extras, it's the part 3. Shout out to Merlin Sparrow for providing with the extra content. Okay. Yeah, the SEER pathway. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yes, yes. Okay. Oh, what? Translator's note. The name of the seer sequence 7 was not revealed in volume 1 of the novel. So, if you don't want to know until client. Okay, so I think we can watch this part, the clown part, because we are gonna know about it more, and we already know the name of the sequence 8 of SEER pathway is clown. So I think this part is fine, but I don't want to know about the sequence 7 right now. We will know about it later. So yeah, I think we can watch clown. Okay. The abilities of the sequence 9 seer include divination, spirit vision, and danger intuition. Okay, we know about these powers. So there is a note also. They also get memory enchantment. It helps them remember rituals, chants, etc. Okay, so now it makes more sense why client can actually remember the rituals, chants, incantation, etc. So yeah, but we can go into this stuff more deeply, no? Like, why do the seer pathways only have this special power, like remembering rituals and chants? To do some magic, to do magic, you need to like remember the chants. I think incantations, maybe because Old Nile mentioned himself that as the sequence goes lower, like their abilities get more magical. So I think that's the logic here. But okay. Okay, there are many methods of the divination. Okay, spirit pendulum method, that the artifact that Dunn gave us, and there is dream divination, and there is a dowsing rod. Yeah, the dowsing rod is the cane that um, he bought. Yes, this cane. Yes. Oh, seers are more learned and proficient than mystery pliers. I thought because Old Nile is a mystery plier, and he teaches about this mysticism class and this all these things. I thought so mystery plier was like higher in ranking in terms of this in mysticism knowledge, but it is not. So if client like progresses through the sequence more in the seer pathway, then he might have even more mysticism knowledge, more than even like Old Nile. We know the clown is sequence 7. We don't know the name right now, and we got to know in the in a previous episode of the mysticism class, like the extras, that Old Nile said that as the sequence goes lower, you gain more new powers, but the old powers get more stronger. So that's why the clown was like dodging every moves, jumping here to there, and like he was good in like parkour and these stuffs. Yeah, okay, precise body control, decent strength, tactical combat. So now the moves of the clown makes more sense, why he could like dodge, efficiently like every attack of done and the other. Like there were like three beyonders who could not like defeat one, but he could not like fight directly because his strength is like decent but not good enough for, like, because he is like in the end of the day he is also a seer pathway, and seer pathway is not good for like offensive stuffs. Oh, yeah, that makes sense because that is the work of a clown. But but why is that? to make their lives more believable. But when the clown like approached Klein in the like in episode 1, what was his like main target? He was inviting Klein to some kind of circus show in the evening, and yeah, we know that he was lying, and we could not tell he was lying because of his facial expression, because obviously he is a SEER pathway and he is a sequence 7. But what was his main goal? Because he said he took a liking to Klein, but I don't know what his main goal was. Intuitive foresight turning paper into lethal projectiles are also added to their arsenal. So they can turn any paper into like projectiles. Klein was like throwing cards and stuffs, but like the talismans, the slumber talismans or something. Okay, so now I think I should skip to where 217, I guess, because I don't want spoilers about the sequence 7. We will learn about that later whenever the like season 2 comes out. So I don't have any hurry about that. Okay, the corpse collector pathway. This is interesting because we don't know about this pathway much. We only know about one member who is part of the Nighthawkers under the Evernight Goddess Church. The name of the Fry guy, like what episode was it? In episode 2, he was like doing something with a dead body. Corpse collector. Grave digger. Yes, he was a sequence 8, so he was a grave digger. Sequence 7 is spirit medium. Okay. Yeah, I was talking about this guy. We saw him in episode 2. Wait. He's a sequence 9? Wait, what? I thought he was sequence 8. Okay. A corpse collector has certain characteristics of a corpse: gloomy presence, lower body temperature, so as to prevent from being attacked by mindless undeads. So like zombie like creatures who don't have their own minds, like the demons who are to prevent. So are they like fully, like can they fully prevent the attacks? Like like the creatures would not attack them at all. Is that the case? And they have gloomy presence and lower body. That's why like Fry was, he was looking like he was angry or something, but he was not. He was just, he was gloomy just because it was not because of his personality, but because of his beyonder powers. They also gain physical fitness. Oh, oh, this power is good. They also have spirit vision. What? I thought only SEER pathway had that power. Understand the characteristics of weaknesses of many undead creatures. Yeah. More powerful physique. Okay. More agility. Okay. So sequence 8 does not have many much extra abilities, but the previous abilities get more stronger. But the interesting new ability is communication with a small number of spirits, so they can communicate with spirits now. I don't think SEER pathway had that ability. They can like a client could also see some kind of spirit in the room when he was meeting with old Nile for the first time, but I don't think old Nile mentioned anything about like he could also like see the see any spirit if the sequence gets lower. I don't think in SEER pathway it is possible. Yeah. She's a genius who advanced to sequence 7 in just 2 years. Oh yeah, they were talking about yeah, like the minimum is like 3 years. So she did it in 2 years. So she is like some kind of genius. Wait, Klein might be also like we saw in episode 3 and 4. Klein is like thinking about doing the advancement, and he's thinking about these acting methods and many more stuffs to like digest a potion quicker. So if he does that like less than a year, in less than a year, will he be considered a genius also? Maybe. Okay, she is a genius. Sequence spirit medium. Oh, also like when in episode 3 when fighting with the Ravi but the descendant of the Antigonus family, like that's why like she could find his weakness because she has that power. And also in episode 1, like she could control client's mind and like do the stuffs. Yeah, the sleepless, and that's what like I was saying from episode 1, like why is like most of the people has sleepless pathway. So like sleepless pathway is the most common in nighthawkers and under the like under the Evanescent goddess church. Okay, now that makes sense. We know about this because while watching I said this also, like sequence 9 is sleepless, the just the name of the pathway, and sequence 8 midnight poet and sequence 7 nightmare. We know that like Mitchell, Leonard Mitchell, he's sequence 8 and he is a midnight poet, and Dunn Smith, our captain, is a nightmare, he is sequence 7. We know about these stuffs. Yes, I was talking about this. So this is the power of the sleepless sequence 7. So I don't think Mitchell can do this right now because he is a sequence 8, but captain can do this, and that's why like he could manipulate like client's dream and everything. And so yeah, 100 meters, so it is not, no, 100 meters is still like pretty good distance, so he can like control anyone's dreams within the range of 100 meters. Interesting. Yeah, Mitchell, marksmanship, climbing, and perception, skilled in combat. So that's why like Mitchell was so good in like combat stuffs. Like in episode 2, poems of different styles and bring about various effects of surrounding creatures. Okay. He's a violent poet. Okay. Yeah, it was like somewhere mentioned in episode 1 maybe that as the night progresses like the beyonder powers increases, so it's not for all beyonder powers, like not all the pathways is this is like special for only the sleepless pathway. That's why like as the night increases like these powers of the sleepless pathway increases. Okay. And 3 to 4 hours of sleep a day is enough. That power is instant and excellent eyesight. Okay, so that's, is that the reason that Mitchell can like see through stuffs pretty easily? Like he can notice things that a normal people would not be able to. But I think that's the characteristic of Mitchell because our captain has also like eyesight, like excellent eyesight, because he is a sleepless pathway. He should be, but I think Mitchell is doing something different. Okay. Oh. Oh. That's why like Dunn was forgetting about that if he told Klein about the, like he was telling Klein that the church needs to first approve of the notebook, then like Klein can take a look at the notebook of the Antigonus family. So I thought like he was pretty much like damaged in the fight with the Ray Bieber and the clown of the sequence 7. So I thought like because of the damage like he was not healthy and he was forgetful, but it's just because of the his powers, his sleepless pathway. Okay. Captain of forgetfulness. Okay. 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 Sealed artifacts, yes. We still now we know about two artifacts. First one is the artifact that Dunn gave Klein, and it was especially made for SEER pathway and increases the power of SEER pathway. And the other one was 2049, which which is made by Antigonus family itself. I don't know how they made the artifacts, and why the artifact is attracted to anything related to the Antigonus family, because the Antigonus family made it. I don't know. These are mystical items collected and sealed by the Church of the Seven Gods. Okay. Oh, so there are normal artifacts and there are like stronger artifacts which are very dangerous, and they are the sealed artifacts. Yeah, we know that. And they are sealed behind the chariot gates. There are many chariot gates in the like church, in the organization, and behind those they are sealed. And I think in episode 3 also, the soul of the sequence 7 clown was captured into the artifact 2049, and then I think he was sealed behind the chariot gate. Yeah, the 2049 was like had so many characteristics of that. Like within the range of 5 meters, he can control 1 to 2 person. He can walk. He is attracted to like anything related to Antigonus family. Like they are like characteristics of a living being. Yeah, there are like grade levels of the danger of a artifact, and the artifact that was given to Klein had a grade level of 2, and that is the danger level. They are of grade 0 to 3 respectively, so there are only 4 grades. So which way it goes, which was the okay, so 0 is extremely dangerous, extremely dangerous, highest confidentiality level. 1 is highly dangerous, limited use. 2 is dangerous level, the central church can store 3 to 5 items. There is a certain level of danger, please use it caution. Okay, 3 is the least dangerous, 0 is the most dangerous, and 2 is the most common one, which most of the churches have, like 3 to 5 items of grade level 2, which was given to clients because that is the ordinary one, and that is like dangerous, but it can be used in like important cases. So so what grade level was 2049? He needs to be like 1 or 0 because he's pretty dangerous. If like he gains the Antigonus notebook, and like if he gains the contact anything related to Antigonus notebook, he becomes like huge and he can control like everyone, and the that is like pretty dangerous. Ah, so 2049 is also like grade 2, so he's not that dangerous. So how dangerous would be the grade level 1 and 0? If like if 2049 is was that dangerous with like in while being the grade level 2, then how dangerous could like other like lower grade level could be? And also clients like that artifact is also like a grade level 2, so how much can he like utilize the power of the artifact? 2049 Antigonus family puppet looks like a puppet. This sealed artifact has the property of being alive, yes, able to control living creatures like puppets within a certain range. Yeah, it preferentially affects humanoid creatures within 5 meters of it. The closer they are, the more likely they are able to they are to be selected by it. The selected ones will have slow thinking, stiff bodies, and sluggish movements. Yeah, we know about these stuffs. Whenever 2049 encounters a descendant of the Antigonus family, even if only a trace of their presence remains, he will become extremely excited and his abilities will be significantly enhanced. So that's why when he was like when he got into the contact of the notebook of the Antigonus family, like he like became huge in size and like was controlling everyone in the area, and that was not 5 meters, that was like what, 100 of meters. To deal with the dangers posed by 2049, the following measures can be taken. When more than 3 people use 2049, they can do the flexion and extension exercises of radio gymnastics to let their companions find out whether they. Oh, so that's why like they were doing the like those exercises in episode 3. Like everyone was doing that. That other guy from the Backland city also, and everyone was like they were walking in the city while doing the radio gymnastics. Okay, charms. Okay, so charms are like one-time skill cards. Special ability can be used in fierce battles, less negative effects. So like they are safer than the artifacts, but they are like one-time uses. So that's why like charms can be like used very efficiently in the battles, but they are like one time things. So that's why like people use artifacts. Charms are created through a ritual, praying for strength through a higher mysterious existence, using materials capable of containing the essence inscribed with corresponding symbols stabilize the gained power. The creator can set the activating spell command by himself. Oh, the slumber charm. Okay, so these are the things. Okay, okay. Sleeping charm. Okay, okay. So okay, so that's why they had the charms, because they're of the sleepless pathway. So that's why the like abilities of the charms is similar to their like respected pathways. Okay, okay. Digest. Digest. Some kind of foreshadowing with the digest, like how Klein is like trying to digest through acting methods and everything to digest his potion quicker. And yeah, there are many important things about like many of the pathways, but the most important thing that I think is of how the psychic expert lady of sequence 7, she is a genius who like became sequence 7 within like 2 years. So can Klein also become a genius because he's trying to digest the potions? So if he is like actually able to digest a potion like within 1 year, he will be considered a genius. Like the other officers from the backline city also told like were impressed by him, like the most efficient seer pathway sequence 9 they have ever seen. Like then he will be more respected by more beyonders. Maybe we will see about that. But yeah, that was it for the Lord of Mysteries extras part 3, and I will see you in the next reaction video. Goodbye.